finished the trio. Started off with the gray joints. The denims came shortly after. Had a bit of a wait before these bad boys came out. But I've got the third and final Jordan drop in the CO.JP line of 2020. As far as we know. There's nothing else on the radar at the moment on the calendar. 2020 has been crazy. Could be something else comes out, but for now, this is it. Let's open it. Hey, hey, hey. Looks familiar. Gray box. Gray and silver. You can totally buy these shoes without watching this video. I'm not going to claim that you have to watch this video first, but I appreciate it if you are. Let's take a look. Got the 2001-2020 paper in there, covering up some pretty midnight navy, blue and white, silver swoosh. Yeah. Oh yes, these are great. You know, I don't know what it is. It seems like YouTube and the internet has mixed feelings on these. There's not much resale on them, honestly. You know, Jordan 1s tend to always go up in price, so they will go up over time, I'm sure. But right now, I am seeing that they're only about $15, $20 above resale, at least here in Japan. And that's kind of what the silver ones have been going for pretty steadily as well. Not a giant resale market on them. My prediction is when we get to the 2020 Olympics in 2021, you know, the postponement, when it happens next summer, I think we might see a resurge of interest in these because, let's be honest, they kind of lost their chance at hype because the Olympics didn't happen. So they ended up just being a Japan exclusive release for, oh yeah, because the Olympics were supposed to happen, but without any of the hype of the actual Olympics happening. So we'll see if they take a bump next year. But in the meantime, I'm thrilled to have the third pair of these, the set. And I guess what I don't understand about why the lack of resale or the sort of lack of real interest in the face of a lot of the other shoes coming out is I just get a real sense that there's some genuine quality here. The shoe itself, it's just got a real smooth, pretty midnight blue color that really contrasts lovely with the white, and it's got the silver swoosh, which adds another touch of difference, and the silver in the wing logo as well. I think that just makes it look really clean and really easy to work with a number of different fits. It's gonna, you know, fit a lot of different fashion palettes. So yeah, this is an infinitely wearable shoe, maybe easier to pair with things than the silver joints. Just because this is rarer. It's just not as commonly seen colorway, and it's going to stand out in a different way. These are going to stand out from the standpoint that it's a clean, good color blocking, good colorway of the Jordan 1. Nike Air on the tongue, the blue on white really pops out more, and the contrast of having the silver against the white and blue is a little more visible. Like the silver kind of gets lost in these, right? Because it's all gray and silver. CO.JP, that really pops out even more too because of the white on blue, right? It's just a lot clearer to see. So a good number of YouTubers have done early reviews on these already. I won't call this an early review because they already came out in Japan on November 4th. So I've actually had these a few days, and it's not like I had some kind of privileged access of any sort. YouTubers have been talking about the materials and everything being right on point, but there's been a fair amount of sort of hedging about whether they really like them or not. Now some people have gushed about them on YouTube, that that's an amazing shoe, it's great, but I noticed there's been a bunch of YouTubers who've been kind of like, yeah, they're great, I'm not so sure about them. I don't know. I kind of secretly believe that they might be looking at the lack of resale market for these at the moment and saying to themselves, well, I don't want to go in too deep on saying I like them or not, because they don't seem to have the hype or the popularity that a lot of Jordan 1s do have. You know what? I don't care about the hype or the popularity, as you know. For me, this was just a must cop because I wanted to complete my trio and because it's just a gorgeous shoe. And what the YouTubers that I've watched have all gotten right is their explanations of the materials themselves. The quality is on point. I mean, you've got great detail in, like, it's a leather tongue. I actually like this thinner Jordan 1 tongue as compared to the fatter ones you normally get. The stitched on Nike Air logo, and the actual material feels pretty prime. I love this sort of gentle suede action that it's got in the midnight navy parts, and it's clearly well made. As I look over the shoe, there aren't anything that appears to be issues with the construction, so they put the care in. And I mean, the leather, it's got some softness. Like, I just unboxed a pair of Air Force One skeletons. We all know the Air Force One leather. It's just like hard, and it's not, you don't get much of a premium vibe off of that type of shoe. I'm no expert on leather quality, so I really can't speak too much, but there's a definite difference. The bottom midnight blue sole is nice. It's just clean, good looking shoe. It's gonna match a lot of fits that you might want to wear it with, and it's a pretty Jordan 1. Which one to get if you can only get one pair? I would say these, but you know, you got to go with what you like. So quality wise, you're not taking a step down either way. I think the biggest difference is this is like a harder sort of tumbled leather look. It's not suede. If you want some suede joints, then you're going to go with this. Otherwise, you know, the wing logos on the side are pretty similar. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of differences. I mean, things pop out on this shoe more, like that stitching on the tongue because of the blue to white contrast, as opposed to here we only have the kind of silver on silver. It's not as easy to see. And the same can be said for the swoosh, like this silver swoosh, because it's set in the gray, it doesn't really pop out as much, whereas here you really get that look, and the wings as well, right? The silver wing logo. These are a definite must cop, and I would recommend it to anyone who asks me about it, for sure. It's a beautiful looking shoe, the quality's there, it's not something you're going to regret buying, and take advantage of that low resale right now. If you don't get them on the drop, so you drop an extra $10 to $20, I think it's definitely worth it. That being said, which one wins, in your opinion, between these two Jordan 1s? Which one is a must-cop, or are they both a must-cop? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I look forward to catching you on the next one.